Let's see, where is Dave today? Davey, how are you?
Où sommes-nous maintenant, Chris? Which means, where am I now? Londres? Espagne? Frankfurt? No! J'aime Quebec! That's where we are. We're in Quebec City, and this is the first international trip that we've taken with the Winnebago. How many places can you go that are 400 years old, that are packed with history, where every time you go, whenever you choose to go during the year, there's a festival? Now, we are right now at Les Fêtes de la Nouvelle France. Now, it's celebrating 400 years of this great city, and we are with the founder, who is 400 years old. All right, we're with Samuel de Champlain.
Yes.
2 seconds of history here. The French built the wall around the city to keep the English out. Then the English built it to keep the French out. How's everyone getting along right now?
Very well, especially at this time of the year during the Fête de la Nouvelle France.
And you look terrific for 400 years old, I must say. And very quickly, the weather. It's not a factor here because people come regardless of what the weather's like, and what do they experience in a word or two?
Oh, they are coming here to feel the ambiance of the French 17th and 18th century, where Quebec City was the capital of the French Empire in North America. Huge territory.
Let's take a little walk. And as we head on down these cobblestone streets, some of which are 400 years old, there's a real foreign flair. What though don't people understand about this city here?
Well, what they don't know is that we're only an hour away from New York, 2 hours from Chicago, a quick stop from the West Coast. So for Americans, it's a really quick trip back in time, a European flair, a new home back in an hour.
Now, what about costs? You know, oil is high right now. Vacations are expensive. A lot of people opting to stay close to home.
Well, that's what we hear, because the dollar here is the same. If you go to Europe, the euro is so expensive. So here you get an experience, a foreign feeling, really close to home. You have round-trip tickets starting around $300 from the East Coast, $500 the Midwest, and maybe $600-700 from the West Coast, which is half price than going to Europe.
Now, the great thing is, too, that a lot of this is so foreign. It's so different. It's so European. We ran into Greg here and his son vacationing from
Dayton, Ohio.
So tell me, first of all, how did you choose Quebec and why?
Well, it was close, but it's like a European kind of flair. I mean, the architecture, the buildings, the age of the city. Taking a long trip, but not going overseas.
So you feel like you're far from Dayton, right?
Oh yeah, it feels a lot like France, and that's a nice experience.
Now, we've totally immersed ourselves here to the point where we've even changed the odometer on the Winnebago to kilometers. That's how much we love it. And the town is glistening. I like that.
Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
We are with Jean Solar. He is the chef right there at the Chateau Frontenac, right behind us. It is the most beautiful hotel in all of Quebec City.
Oh, the world.
Excuse me. I got my facts wrong. The world. And it has some of the best food as well. Now, the trick to the chef's cooking is actually homegrown or local ingredients. In fact, he has an herb garden right on the roof, right up there, right
there. Yes,
now, you know, here in the States,
that's your pancake.
This is our pancake. This is a great breakfast food.
And that's our crepes. The crepes.
Now, here, cooking is not just a task, it's an art, right?
Yes, of course.
So how do we make a crepe that's perfect?
Well, you need, first of all, a good fire.
Right.
Without rain.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right.
And some good ingredients right there. Flour, sugar, milk, and a little bit butter. Melted butter on it, you know.
A lot of butter or a little butter? Don't lie to me.
I love butter, you know. And it's much better with butter, okay? And, well, you know, you cook it in a pan like this, okay? And you flip up. Well, let's say then it's not cooked enough.
Right.
And when it's cooked, that's what it's looking like.
It's just very, very delicate.
It's very thin.
Now, is this a breakfast? Is it a snack? Is it a dessert? How should a crepe be served?
It's a breakfast. It's a breakfast. And what we do after that we stuff it. We stuff it with, you know, something looking like a cream. And we put cream like this on the middle.
Does that look good, everyone?
Yeah. And we can put, of course, we have blueberries right now, okay?
Which are in season. It's the perfect time for blueberries.
Yes, and you have it also in Maine. It's a season in Maine.
Absolutely.
And you can stuff it like this, okay? And after that, you roll it.
So, in other words, let me go through the directions right. You make it. You stuff it, you roll it, and then you stuff it.
And you put a little bit maple syrup on top.
Now, this maple syrup here is actually shipped all over the world from right here in Quebec.
We are the only one, taking care of that.
They're telling me to get to weather.
Just on your fingers,
it's awful that I have to do this. Really, you don't want this. It's caloric. You know what? I'll get you some broccoli. Chef Jean Soulard, thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
Frontenac, 400 years of history, and it's not just food, it is culture and art and the warm people of Quebec that make this such an incredible place. We're going to throw it back to you in New York, and I'll pack some in my luggage to bring home, guys.
It looks good, Dave. So hungry looking at you eat those crepes right there. But what were you doing with your fingers a second ago with all that maple syrup? Okay, not hungry anymore. Thank you very much.
No.